What is going on, y'all? I'm super excited to talk about my favorite of the Slow Twins, Galarian Slowbro. He's so fucking cool, man. I've got some sick buffs for him that I would love to get into, but first I do need to give an important disclaimer to anybody who's new here and just clicked on this video. First of all, shout out to you. I appreciate you clicking. And second of all, there's a lot of really important resources linked down below in the description. The most important one right now, if you're new here, I recommend is you read the bullet point list. It'll give you a lot of backup context for how this ROM hack works and how it's balanced. It'll answer a lot of your questions that you might have looking at this. And then when you're done with this video, don't click off yet because it'll mess up the watch time. But when you're done with this one, you can check out the Google Sheets. You can check out my other playlists and videos linked down below for all the other Pokemon, for the background information, all that good stuff. But most importantly, when you're done with this video, or if you're a returning viewer and have yet to do so, I recommend you open up the move sheet and look through all the categories. I organized it all into several different categories for your viewing convenience, so it's easy to understand all the move buffs and changes in the game because the moves are overhauled as a whole. And that's obviously very important for how the Pokemon function. Galarian Slowbro being no exception. So I'm hyped to talk about him, man. I guess I can say a last thing. Make sure you drop a comment, leave a like, sub if you haven't already. I know it's annoying when people ask for that, but it's really good for the algorithm and it gets my work to more people, so please do that for me. But yeah, with all that being said, Galar Slowbro, oh god, he's so fucking sick, bro. Like, even defensively, he's good because of the bow. Like, he's still relatively pretty damn tanky, but anyway, man. So as you can see, he has Rapid Fire, which is replacing Quick Draw. Essentially, that gives him +3 priority to moves that hit 2 to 5 times, moves that hit 3 or more times, or explosion type moves, or in this case, he also has 2 exclusive moves that are Rapid Fire affected as well, and also some other moves like some specific beam attacks. So there's a whole list of them here. Oh, Solar Beam. Yeah, no, I guess Solar Beam isn't one, that's what I thought. So yeah, this is all of the moves, and then there's also some exclusive ones, as you can see, Barbarage and Shell Sidearm. God, he's so fucking dope, man. I love these abilities on him. So Storm Drain, I'll cover that first. It's a good ability to switch to once in a while when you need that water immunity. Again, the game is balanced around Teamlocked, so the fact that your Galar Slowbro is so versatile, it can be fast offensive with Rapid Fire, it can be, bulky, insanely powerful with Mega Launcher. It can be Storm Drain for that immunity if you need that immunity once in a while. It also does give you a boost too, so that's also strong. Which is also why I chose Storm Drain, while Galar Slowking has Galar Slowking has what's it called? Water Absorb. Speaking of, he'll have his own video, but I'll flash him on the screen right now so you can look at the screen and read this if you want a little explanation on the type change. Of course, there will be an actual video explaining that more in depth, but yeah. So for the same reason that Galar Slowking's type got changed because of the Reuniclus overlap, that's also why Galarian Slowbro lost Regenerator. Also because I think these 3 abilities complement his vibes better. Like, I mean, yes, I know that he can still regenerate his tail, whatever, just like all the Slowbros can, but I think giving him the speed offense ability, the damage offense ability, and then the immunity offense ability is really cool and is a lot cooler. That he can have that nod to him being a pseudo water type, with that Storm Drain. So I think that's cool. And then of course Reuniclus overlap. I don't want 2 poison psychic types with Regenerator. So yeah, man, this guy, and also this guy's still great defensively with that Black Sludge, with that Spiky Shield, with that Baneful Bunker later on. He's got other great utility moves which I'll get into. You can still use him for teleport shenanigans if you need. It's just not as defensively oriented as the other 3, which is fine because you have complete freedom to pick between all 4 of these forms. There's no longer Galar Slowpoke. You just choose to evolve Slowpoke into one of these 4. So that's really nice because it gives you freedom as a player to choose which one you like more. But yeah, man, Galar Slowbro, he's got some super powerful rapid fire boosted moves, so a lot of them rely on... So first of all, Terra, right? Terra is sick. So literally any Terra type on this guy is sick, but especially if you get a Terra type that matches one of the rapid fire moves, I think that's extra awesome. Like Terra Rock, Ice, Grass, Bug, Steel, Water... All of those are especially cool because you can run loaded dice with those multi-hit moves, and you get a 100 base power priority move, essentially, that also breaks Focus Sashes and Energy Shield and Multi-Scale and all these abilities and items and stuff. So Stinger Missile also always poisons, which is pretty cool. It's a nice little additional effect. Gets a little bit extra chip there. You can also use it in conjunction with other stuff, Stolly stuff, Spiky Shield, whatever it may be. Spiky Shield is really cool as well, given him and Slowbro both have Spiky Shield, while Slowking gets Chilly Reception instead. But yeah, you have all these multi-hit moves, run a loaded dice, and you get 100 base power, guaranteed. So that's really good. You've also got tons and tons of Mega Launcher boosted moves. As you can see, they're all bolded on screen. Anything that's underlined is rapid fire. So Mud Bomber, for example, is special ground type surging strikes. That hits 3 times, so that's rapid fire. He gets priority on that, which is insane. So if you got Terra Ground, that would go fucking hard. But even just without Terra Ground, it's still a 112 power priority move. Even if it's not stab, it's still insanely strong. Not to mention you have move relearner, which this guy really, I mean, every Pokemon really appreciates it, but guys like this where they get tons of crazy coverage and like they have these abilities that they want to switch moves constantly, it makes that choice process of your moveset non-existent, and it gives you full freedom, full flexibility to run whatever you need to run, which is just awesome. So yeah, Movie Learner makes this guy crazy. You've also got like Mega Launcher Snipe Shot, which is really strong priority. That's 112 power, 112.5 power with Mega Launcher. So that's kind of like a pseudo rapid fire, although you get the Mega Launcher boost because it's already a priority move. Also stuff like Poison Dart and Sludge Shot is also Mega Launcher boosted. And priority moves, as well as Mud Shot and Vacuum Wave. So that's 4 Mega Launcher boosted priority moves there as well, on top of Snipe Shot, which makes it 5. And then, yeah, man, so Barbarage is fucking crazy on this guy, right? So it's 70 power. So number one, you can just use it to 2-hit KO things, right? That's one good thing, especially if you run like Max Bulk, Black Sludge, Rapid Fire, Barbarage. Like you can just spam that and 2-hit KO most things because the second hit is doing 140 power and you're getting the poison chip. However, if you get up a T-Spike first, or if you use Baneful Bunker first and you're taking a contact physical move, which, you know, not all of them are going to be, but a good amount of them are, I would say the best way to use it is just to get up a T-Spike with somebody or with your Slowbro itself. And then you can just, I mean, because the AI, it doesn't have hazard control, and they're not always going to have a poison type to soak up those spikes. I mean, very rarely. I mean, it's only for mono-type teams or random poison types. You can essentially get a 140 power priority move on their entire team. So much so that I might have to nerf it at some point. The move, Barbarage, I might have to nerf that at some point. Even 60 power is already pretty crazy though, so I don't know, we'll have to see. I really like the idea of it being rapid fire boosted because, I mean, this guy already gets quick draw and vanilla, right? Which, of course, I haven't explained that yet, but it's gone for obvious reasons, I would hope. It's RNG reliant, and I don't like anything that's super RNG reliant. That inconsistent abilities like that, I don't like it. You know, Flame Body, Static, that stuff is great and competitive, but in an in-game context where every Pokemon has like completely reworked moves and stats and abilities, and it's based on nuzlockes and your Pokemon not fainting, those type of things are not very good anymore. And I just don't like them a lot. I think they're really smelly to use. So yeah, Quick Draw is no exception. Rapid Fire is objectively better, I mean, at least in my opinion, because it's consistent. So while it only affects certain moves, in this case it's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 moves, which is already pretty good, honestly. It's very good. But yeah, you've also got like Meteor Beam, which is rapid fire, so you can use Power Herb, Meteor Beam, and then you get priority, you get the special attack boost, and then you can use your other moves like Mud Bomber. Those are the only, and then Shell Side Arm. Those are your 3 special attacking rapid fire moves. The rest of them are all physical. But yeah, dude, like any of these Terra types with these like loaded dice moves would be so cool because those are also early on in the game. Meanwhile, stuff like Shell Side Arm and Barbarage are obviously incredibly powerful tools, so they're late game. Yeah, I feel like I will eventually have to nerf that Barbarage, but we'll have to see as the game plays, you know, how things feel, because it is incredibly powerful, either by making it not able to use twice in a row, but even not able to use twice in a row isn't really a downside in this case because I gave him Spiky Shield, which I might also have to remove at some point. So speaking of the no 2 times in a row effect, Shell Side Arm has that now because it is the same power as what I say Shell Side Arm, it's Shell Side Arm, like a sidearm. But anyway, Sludge Bomb is the same power. However, Sludge Bomb is an early game, you know, mid-early game TM that you can, I mean, it's early game compared to Shell Side Arm. Of course, it's still a mid-game move, but yeah, 95 power Mega Launcher. You can also, the thing with Mega Launcher is you can also use him with Quick Claw, which is great, or Custap Berry, both of which really allow him to get like super strong high base power kills on specific things because you have tons of boosted coverage. You know, you've got your Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, Dark Pulse, Aura Sphere, Hydro Pump, Fire Blast, Focus Blast. All those inaccurate ones are going to require a wide lens, but you get the point. Seed Bomb, you know, Water Pulse, all this really cool stuff. Torrential Pulse, Size Strike. So the reason Size Strike is boosted, by the way, is because it is a ball move. If you look at the animation in the game, it's like a big psychic ball gets hurled at them. So that's why I made it Mega Launcher boosted. Also just because I wanted psychic Mega Launcher moves for Pokemon like Armarouge and Galarian Slowbro. They also have Mind Pulse, but that's more of a utility move. It's 90 base power with Mega Launcher, so it's not weak or anything, but yeah, Psychic is the same power. The main benefit of Mind Pulse being that it drops the offensive stats by -1, which is really good. But yeah, you also got Water Gun and Influx for Mega Launcher boosted priority too. I didn't say those earlier. So you've got 4 coverage priority Mega Launcher moves, and then you have dual stab in, not dual stab, but physical special variants with Poison Dart and Sludge Shot. So that's all really good. This guy would be such a fucking blast. Even like Focus Energy shit, you could actually unironically run a little bit. Although you would have to run scope lens with the multi-hits, and then, I don't know. Loaded dice is probably better, but you can mess around with it. Yeah, Shell Sidearm is so cool. I mean, I was considering making it a crit move. I might change that at some point to actually make it one, because I do think it's cool. But yeah, Shell Sidearm, 95 power priority. The only drawback is that you can't use it twice in a row. Again, I might have to remove Spiky Shield eventually just to balance out that effect more, because otherwise you can just Shell Sidearm, Spiky Shield, Shell Sidearm, Spiky Shield over and over again. However, that still prevents you from using Choice Specs or Choice Band, which is good, because that's the main reason I made it no 2 times in a row. As you can read, it's so you can't spam it with a choice item, because that's really broken, even for this game standards. Although Bar Barrage is probably going to be, I mean, first of all, you can use Banded Bar Barrage. I think I am almost positive I will have to nerf it at some point, but for now, this is what it is. Shell Smash is your only offensive boosting move. No workup, no nasty plot. I actually removed nasty plot from them specifically so they don't get OP rapid fire nasty plot stuff going. I would like for them to have to use Shell Smash or Belly Drum to boost, which is a lot riskier. It's still, I mean, it's still pretty fucking easy to get off, but yeah, it's also kind of overkill in my opinion anyway. You don't really need it. You're already so strong and you already have so much coverage that you don't really need to boost yourself, to be honest, but, you know, it could be useful. But yeah, as you can see, there are tons of Mega Launcher options that can be used with Quick Claw or with bulky sets, like an AV set or a Black Sludge set with Spiky Shield, and you can just run like a bulky Mega Launcher set as well. So you don't always have to be using Rapid Fire, you don't always have to be going first, although, of course, it is very good if you are. Even in like the rain, the sun, this guy would be cool with like Weather Ball, Solar Beam, Mega Launcher. That'd be really fun. Man, yeah, absolute blast of a Pokemon, pun not intended. I love them. I love the changes here. I would love to use it. There's a bunch of other little implications and little changes here that I could touch on, but I think you guys can understand. You know, he's got tons of other coverage moves that you can look at on the screen. Other utility moves, like I said, he still has the same utility options that like Slowbro has. It's just he doesn't have Shell Armor or Regenerator. But he does still have Iron Defense, he does still have Body Press, he does still have Amnesia, he does still have Teleport, he still has all that stuff. He also still has like Toxic and other good options as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, you can look at the screen, see all of the Mega Launcher options, all of the coverage options, all of the priority moves, all of this good stuff. But I don't think I need to cover every single one individually in these videos. I think I've touched on pretty much everything. Hydro Cannon, that's a really fun one. That's what is it? Fucking 140, 1.5, 210, 70. Yeah, 210 base power Hydro Cannon, which is super fucking cool. Basically gives him a stab on it with Mega Launcher, which is really cool because he is like this pseudo water type, right? And yeah, again, as I said earlier, being able to switch to Storm Drain whenever you need that immunity is always useful because you have infinite customizability with your Pokemon. You can change your EVs at will, you can change your moveset at will, you can change all that stuff, which makes a Pokemon like this super, super versatile and more fun to use than it would be in Sweltering, for example. Because in Sweltering, you don't have move relearner, so it's a lot harder. You have to be a lot more strategic with what moves you teach, and you gotta get shoehorned into specific roles a lot more because you only have 4 move slots at a given time with no relearner. So yeah, thanks for listening. I appreciate it very much if you did make it to the end. Leave a comment if you did, it would help the algorithm and stuff. And I'll be back for more coming up. Peace.